Right, Daddy, off you go.
It's a sad story. It's about a Christmas party. And it's letters that are sent by this man to his girlfriend because she was sending him presents after presents after presents, you know. So it's called the 12 Days of Christmas. You know the song da 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 da. Well, we're not singing it. Nuala. Hallelujah. After day one anyway, he writes, Dear Nuala, thank you very much for your lovely present of a partridge in a pear tree. We're getting the hang of feeding the partridge now, although it was difficult at first to win its confidence. It bit the mother rather badly in the hand, but they're good friends now, and we're keeping the pear tree indoors in a bucket. Thank you again. Yours affectionately, Gobness or Lunas. Day 2. Dear Nuala, I cannot tell you how surprised we were to hear from you so soon again, and to receive your lovely present of 2 turtle doves. You really are too kind. At first the partridge was very jealous and suspicious of the doves, and they had a terrible row the night the doves arrived. We had to send for the vet. But the birds are okay again, and the stitches are due to come out in a week or 2. The vet's bill was £8, but the mother is over her annoyance now, and the doves and partridge are watching the telly from the pear tree as I write. Yours ever, Goblet. Day 3. Dear Nuala, we must be foremost in your thoughts. I had only posted my letter when the 3 French hens arrived. There was another shout out between the hens and the doves, who sided with the partridge, and the vet had to be sent for again. The mother was raging because the bill was £16 this time, but she is almost cooled down. However, the fact that the birds dropping keep falling down on her hair while she is watching telly doesn't help matters. Thank you for your kindness. I remain yours, Goblet. Day 4. Dear Nuala, you must have received my letter last night when you were sending out the 4 calling birds. There was pandemonium in the pear tree again last night, and the vet's bill was £32. The mother is on sedation as I write. I know you mean no harm, and I remain your close friend, Goblet. Day 5. Nuala, your generosity knows no bounds. 5 gold rings. When the parcel arrived, I was scared stiff there might be more birds, because the smell in the living room is atrocious. However, I don't want to seem ungrateful for those beautiful rings. Your affectionate friend, Goblet. Day 6. Nuala, what are you trying to do to us? It isn't that we don't appreciate your generosity, but the 6 geese have not alone nearly murdered the calling birds, but they laid their eggs on top of the vet's head on a pear tree, and his bill was £68. My mother is munching 60 grains of Valium a day and talking to herself in the most alarming way. You must keep your feelings for me in check. Goblet. Day 7. Nuala, we are not amused at your little joke. 7 swans a-swimming is a most romantic idea, but not in the bath of a private house. We cannot use the bathroom now because they've gone completely savage and rush the door every time we try to enter. If things go on this way, the mother and I will smell as bad as the living room carpet. Please lay off. It's not fair. Goblet. Day 8. Nuala, Who the hell do you think gave you the right to send 8 hefty maids of milk in here to eat it out of house and home? Their cattle are all over the front lawn and have trampled the hell out of the mother's rose beds. The swans invaded the living room in a sneak attack, and the ensuing battle between them and the calling birds, turtle doves, finch hens and the partridge make the battle of the Somme seem like Wanderley wagons. The mother is on a bottle of whiskey a day, as well as 60 grains of Valium. I'm very annoyed at you, God bless. Day 9. Listen, you louser. There's enough pandemonium in this place night and day without 9 drummers drumming, and the 8 made flaming milkmaids a milking are baiting the poor old alcoholic mother out of her own kitchen and gobbling everything in sight. I warn you, you're making an enemy of me, governors. Day 10. Listen, manure face. I hope you'll be haunted by the strains of 10 pipers piping which you sent us last night. They were aided in their evil work by those manic drummers, and it wasn't a pleasant sight to look out the window and see 8 hefty maids of milking going around the place, and the ensuing punk rock with the ensuing punk rock uproar. My mother has just finished her 3rd bottle of whiskey, and on top of 104 grains of Valium, you'll get yours. Couplet o lunacy. Day 11. You've scandalized my mother, you dirty Jezebel. It was bad enough to have 8 maids of milk and dancing up to punk rock on the front lawn, but now they've been joined by your friends, the 11 lords a leaping, and the antics of the whole lot of them would leave the most decadent days of the Roman Empire looking like outlook. I'll get you for this, you old bag. Day 12. Listen, slurry face. You've ruined our lives. The 12 maidens dancing around turned up last night and baked the living daylights out of the 8 maids of milking, whilst they found them carrying on with the 11 lords a leaping. Meanwhile, the swans got out of the living room where they'd been hiding since the big battle and savaged the hell out of the lords and the ladies. There were 8 ambulances here last night, and the local civil defence as well. My mother is in a home for the bewildered. I'm sitting here, up to my neck in birds' droppings, empty whiskey and Valium bottles, birds' blood and feathers, while the flaming cows eat all the leaves off the pear tree. I'm a broken man. Goodness all lunacy.